Hello friends, in this video let us see number of tangents that can be drawn from any given point. So if the point is given inside the triangle, when you see, if any line drawn inside through that point, it becomes the secant to a circle, not a tangent. So no tangent can be drawn if the point is inside the circle. Clear? So when the point is on the circle, so number of tangents will be only one. Okay, only one from the given point. So if the point is given outside the circle, so from this point, from the given point, number of tangents that can be drawn is 1 and 2. Okay. If the point is external, then 2 tangents can be drawn. That is the basic concept of number of tangents that can be drawn from any given point. Okay. Based on this concept, we are going to solve the theorem 9.2. So, what is theorem 9.2? Let's see the statement. The length of tangents given from an external point to the circle are equal. So here the point is external point here. So from the external point we can draw 2 tangents. So they have given the tangents as PA and PB to the circle with center O. So what we need to prove? We need to prove that the length of the tangents are equal. We have to prove PA is equals to PB. Now let's write the given information. See here, I have written and I have given that a circle with center O, comma, P is a point lying outside the circle, and PA, comma, PB are 2 tangents to the circle from P. Clear? This is the information. Based on the information I have drawn the figure also. So required to prove is PA is equals to PB. This is what we need to prove. So now let's enter into the proof part. So first thing, from the center O to A, it's nothing but the radius. So let me join OA, and from O to B is also radius. This is also radius, this is also radius. So OA is equals to OB because the radius remains the same for all the points. From OA, from O to A and from O to B, the radius is same. So what will I do here? Join OA and OB. Okay, join and OA and OB. So in the next step what will I do? I will join this OP also. OA, OB and OP. We know that radius is perpendicular to the tangent. So here OA is perpendicular to PA and OB is perpendicular to BP. Okay, write the same thing. OA is perpendicular to PA and OB is perpendicular to PB. Write in brackets since theorem 9.1. Since theorem 9.1, radius is perpendicular to the tangent. So here when you see this OA and OB are equal, and the angle formed here, it's 90 degrees at B and 90 degrees at A also. So when you see here, OP is same in both the triangles. So when you consider this as 2 triangles, one is triangle OAP and the other one is triangle OBP. In the 2 triangles, when you see 90 degrees is formed. So when any triangle having 90 degrees, what is it called as? It is called as right angle triangle. So write the same thing here. So from triangle OAP and triangle OBP, angle OAP equals to angle OBP equals to 90 degrees. Correct? Equals to 90 degrees. So what can we do? So if it's a right angle triangle, can we apply Pythagoras theorem? Yes, we can apply. So let's apply for both the triangles Pythagoras theorem. So hypotenuse square. So see here, when you consider these two as a right angle triangles here, 90 degrees and 90 degrees. So one is triangle OAP and the other one is, and the other one is triangle OBP. See here the hypotenuse is same, correct? So in these two triangles, let's apply Pythagoras theorem. So how does it come? So OP square equals to OA square plus PA square. So again for the triangle OBP, what does it becomes? OP square equals to OB square plus PB square. So what will I do? Write it in, put this as equation 1 and this as equation 2. Write in brackets since Pythagoras theorem. Okay. So now what will I do? Equation 1 minus equation 2. So what do we get? Equation 1 minus equation 2. Let's see what do we get. OP square equals to OA square plus PA square. OP square equals to OB square plus PB square. So what will I do? I will subtract these two. I mean, when you subtract, it will be cancelled off. And what do we get? 0 equals to OA square minus OB square plus PA square minus PB square. Okay. In the next step, what will I do? Since OA equals to OB, why? Because here in the initial step we have written that OA and OB are equal since both are radius. So can I substitute OA in place of OB? Yes, you can substitute. So what does it become? OA square minus OA square plus PA square minus PB square. So OA minus OA, it becomes 0 plus PA square minus PB square equals to 0. So what does it become? Let me continue here itself. So PA square minus PB square. So plus 0, 0 is there. So no need to continue it. PA square minus PB square equals to 0. Therefore, PA square equals to PB square. So from this what can we write? Therefore, PA is equals to PB. Can we write this? Here, we should not take here minus values because when you take minus values, PA is what? It's a length. Length is a positive term which should not be taken the negative term, negative values. We should take only the positive values. So therefore, PA is equals to PB. So what did they ask us to prove here? We have to prove PA is equals to PB. Hence it is proved. So PA equals to PB. Hence it is proved. So when you see your textbook, they have referred to another way, but this is the easiest way I feel so. So this is the solution. So this is the proving part of theorem 9.2. So based on this theorem, we are going to solve the problems in the coming exercise. Okay. So this is the theorem. So I hope you like the explanation. In case you like the video, do like, share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to never miss an update. Thank you.